Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft bite-sized video. Today we're going to be looking at sugarcane and bamboo farms, from a simple little one flower farm to a multiple farm. If you stick around towards the end of the video, I show you how you can upgrade these so you can use bone meal to make it even quicker. So let's get into the video. Let's have a look at what we need for a single sugarcane farm. As always, everything's going to be in the description below. So as always, we start off with the chest and putting a hopper in to collect all the items when we harvest it. We use the mud block on this farm because it's slightly smaller than a normal block, so items can actually pass through into hoppers. Whereas on other farms, what you sometimes have to do is you have to use the minecart hoppers to pull everything through. But on this one, you don't need to. But what I'm now doing is I'm just placing a block here so we can then put some water on it, because sugarcane needs water in the block next to it for it to grow. I'm going to surround this farm with glass again so you can see what happens on the inside, but you can actually hide these underground. These don't need to have direct sunlight for anything to grow. So now we've sealed in the side of that stair. If we waterlog it, that then puts the water next to the mud block. So now we can just build up another layer. So now to actually build the moving parts, what we're going to use is we're going to use a piston. That's actually going to break the sugarcane. We're going to use an observer on top of it. What that'll do is when that sees the sugarcane in front of it, it'll then fire the piston to harvest it. It's a really simple circuit. All you need is the piston with a stone behind it and the redstone on top. When the observer sees something in front of it, it then fires the piston. So we'll now just put the sugarcane in and finish building up the sides. I have actually got the tick speed on this a bit quicker, so you'll notice that the sugarcane and the bamboo does grow a bit quicker than normal. And I'm just building up the side here so nothing gets pushed out when the piston fires. So now with the lid on, that is effectively the farm done, and what you'll see is it starts firing straight away. And the sugarcane goes down to the bottom and it gets collected. So to build the bamboo one, you build it identically, basically without the stairs in it and the waterlogged stairs. So I'll just quickly show that, but I'll skip over some bits because you don't need to see it a second time. Like I say, you just need all the same stuff, minus the bucket and the stairs. So as you can see here, we build it the same. So we put the mud block on, but all around it we then just put the glass block rather than actually having the stairs in there. And then the rest of the build is pretty much identical. Let's speed this bit up. So there we have it, pretty much identical farm, but it works the same way. So here we have a farm that is actually 8 wide, so it's a lot bigger and you can actually get a lot more from it as well. So this is pretty much the same equipment as what we used before, but you've also got the added rails. And again, this will be in the description below if you want to build this one. Again, I'm just going to build this one as 8 wide, but you could actually build this as long as you like. As long as you can build a rail, it'll collect. So we start off with the chests again and the 2 hoppers going in, and then we put 4 blocks on either side of those. So when you have powered rails and you want the minecart to bounce back and go the opposite direction, you need to make sure that the powered rails are going against a solid block. So if you put the powered rails at the end and then you join up the rails in the middle as just normal rails, Just remember you need to crouch and put them on the hoppers. Now what you'll see is the minecart will actually just bounce backwards and forwards. So we now need to build the growing area. On this one again, what I'll do is I'll put stairs on, because when you put the stairs and waterlog it, you can then use it for sugarcane or bamboo. So if you ever wanted to change the farm at a later date for something else, it's easier to add it in now than it is to try and retrospectively put it in afterwards. Again, because some of this is similar to what we've just done, I'm going to speed through some of these bits and pieces so you don't get bored. I'm going to do the redstone slightly different on this one. On the other farm I've got the redstone so it actually fires all the pistons at the same time. So as soon as one item goes in front of an observer, all of the pistons fire at once, and I don't think that's as efficient. Whereas this design will actually show you a little bit more efficient because it'll only fire a maximum of 3 at a time. So what you do is you still line up the pistons and the observers at the same time. What you then do is you stagger the blocks behind it. So by doing this, it only allows a maximum of 3 pistons to fire, and I'll show you that in a second. But I'll just put the redstone dust on here, and we'll go around the front. So as I put these glass blocks here, what you'll see is only 3 pistons will fire. And if you get the one at the end, only 2 will fire. So it's a lot more efficient, I think. So we'll just finish covering this up. So in this one, I'm just going to put 6 sugarcane and 2 bamboo, because the bamboo grows a lot quicker. This way I might get more of an equal harvest from both crops. But that essentially is it. It works fairly similar to the smaller farm, but obviously because you've got multiple pistons and more growing space, you get a bigger crop. So now I'm going to show you a bit of a bonus. So on the single farm, what you can actually do is you can use some bone meal to make it grow quicker. And if you use a simple redstone clock, what you can actually do is you can get it to fire in automatically as well. So I'll show you how to do this. So I'm just going to show you the redstone clock here. You need the 3 blocks. You need a redstone repeater on the top. And then you've got a redstone dust and the redstone torch. You can switch this off with a lever as well. So I'll now show you quickly how you can put it in here. So if we break the sides off and we put the dispenser in facing in the middle, and then we need to put the sugarcane back. And just quickly seal it off again, and then we can put that redstone clock over here. If we take that block out, we can put the top corner of the redstone clock in. That's why I showed it to you a minute ago, because it's going to be slightly tucked away. So we can put it in here. And then this way we can put 9 stacks of the bone meal in the dispenser. So we just need the redstone dust under there and the redstone torch under this side, and you'll see that'll start going. And then if we put a lever on this block here, we can switch it off. So let me just put some bone meal in here, and then we can see how it works. So you can see here that the redstone torch is flickering quicker than the actual piston can fire. So if you slow it down by 2 ticks, it's about right. This way you don't waste your bone meal and it gets it more efficient from the farm. So leaving it on the 2 ticks like that, I think is the most efficient way. And what you'll find is in no time that'll fill that chest up quite quickly. You can do this on the sugarcane and the bamboo farm. It's a very good modification if you've got a steady supply of bone meal. Anyway, thank you for watching this video as always, and if you've actually enjoyed it and you think this has been beneficial to you, please leave a thumbs up. As always, I'll see you on the next one.